Dark Souls 3 is a world mired in madness and chaos. Everything is being destroyed, and nothing is the same as what you once knew. If you played the previous games, you would already know that the world was ending in both of them. Dark Souls 3, you're standing at the precipice of another ruined world, and nothing shows this better than the Deacons of the Deep. Deacons of the Deep are what they sound like, a group of deacons that worship the deep. The deep is similar to the abyss, except it is more corrupted. It can grant life, but it's also unnatural. The deep, unlike the abyss, which is created from a gathering of dark souls, is instead a gathering of corrupted and stagnated human dregs, which are the densest and heaviest parts of the dark soul that have stewed for ages. The Deacons of the Deep reside in the Cathedral of the Deep, safeguarding the tomb. They are a collective boss that continuously respawn until you kill their head, the Archdeacon Royce. Now there are 3 Archdeacons, including Royce, that are known: Royce, MacDonald, and Klimt. You can find MacDonald's corpse in the water reserve at the Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, past Pontiff Sullivan's bonfire. It is through him that you can join the Aldrich Faithful Covenant. The Deacons of the Deep were once actually the Way of the White, and their original purpose was to keep the horrors of the deep from the rest of the world. However, Aldrich eventually came to the Deacons of the Deep and eventually corrupted the congregation in its whole, and so they started to worship the deep. Now I'm sure, as everybody already knows, the Way of the White was a human religious theocracy centered in Thorland and dedicated to the great Lord Gwyn. Their goal was to kindle the bonfires to prolong the age of fire, preserve the power of the old gods. And I guess you could say part of this still ends up happening. Through Aldrich, they do link the flame once again, but they do not preserve the power of the old gods. Instead, they usher in the age of the deep. That is Aldrich's goal, so he can continue consuming as many dregs as possible, and continue indulging in his perverse delight of eating people, and eventually devour the old gods. During this time of likely jubilation, eating Gwendolyn, one of the oldest gods left in Anorlando, he is eventually slain by the Ashen One, ending his reign of terror. The Deacons of the Deep represent the worst of the worst when it comes to Dark Souls. They were initially a good, just covenant, determined to keep the people safe. Eventually, though, they got corrupted by the very thing they tried to prevent, and they were taken advantage of by Aldrich and Pontiff Sullivan.